Namaste everyone. Welcome to our 37th World Peace Festival. This September we had so many peace related activities, especially peace celebration at the church center, and TK Nagagagi put the celebration in a church, and Times Square we had celebration and different places, online, offline, back to back. So I thought closing gathering is better. Usually we do at the Forest 43rd or in our own way or in restaurant. But today is a full day with the event at the UN. Then I thought at least we want to keep up the event, even if it's small or big, it doesn't matter, with every year. So
Mhm.
just made the message to everyone yesterday night. The fast track event. So I want to ask TK to start with the prayer and a message. TK.
Oh, okay. All right.
Then
So,
have the peace talk.
can you hear me? Okay, yes. So, thank you very much. I understand this is the last day of the September, so which is the end of the, International Day of Peace Month. And so I'm very glad at least to be join this last one. But I miss all the other parts. Oh, I actually organized different ones. So it's very I guess very crowded this time, and then so it was nice. In a way, it's nice that there's so many people doing the peace activities. So I would like to congratulate to everyone. I guess who did organize those peace actions or activities during this time of the month, International Day of Peace Month, and so I would like to just simply give the prayer and but of course, the world is very difficult situation. But for interface part, I think yeah, we so we are sort of many places we are together, which is something that we should be telling everybody. We should. It's not time for separate fighting each other. It's a time to get together, oneness, and respect each other. So with that, I would like to lead a short meditation, and I'll just do one prayer from one of the Buddhist texts. So since I'm the Buddhist person, so I just wanted to offer the prayer from the Infinite Wisdom and Compassion Buddha Sutra, and it's one of the part of it. One of the fulfillment vow of the Buddha. So embrace all beings and bring all to the peace and happiness, and being aware of the defilement that we have, and bring the comfort and reach the enlightenment. Gassho, place your palms together and bow your head. Suganam Namo Kamse Ombosa. Namo Daise Shibosa. Namo 少女大海衆菩薩願わくはこの功徳をもって平等さに施し同じ五大心を起こして安楽国に往生せん。May all sentient beings be happy, well, and peaceful. May we all be free from suffering. May we all be free from pain. May we all be free from attachment, from greed, anger, and ignorance. May we all attain ultimate happiness and peace of enlightenment. Namo Amida. Peace to you all, and thank you so much. Thank you for this. And
Reverend Charundi, prayer or message, whatever.
You want me to say a little prayer?
Yeah,
Is that
whatever you want to say.
well? Let me see. Well, I guess I can say that I haven't been at the UN physically, but in my mind, I use the creative imagination to visualize all world servers within a vortex of energy, and we are all working together in support of the spiritual work of the United Nations. And in using my creative imagination as an astrologer, I know that we are under the energies of Libra, and the meditative sea thought for Libra is, I choose the way which leads between two great lines of force. I choose the way which leads between two great lines of force. And in this time of great polarization, we can use our creative imagination to, as if reaching up into the energies of Libra and bringing it down to help create a balance in our relationships, up, down, all around, and within. And there's a bit of a prayer that we say, it's from the point of light within the mind of the one life. Let light within the mind of the one life, let light descend on earth. From a point of love within the heart of the one life, let love stream forth into the hearts of all humans. Let light and love descend on earth, circulating freely, blending and fusing with the light and love that already exists on earth, with the forces of creative life surrounding. As the world becomes lift, and in lifting, be lifted, to lift again and again and again. As creating those basic and yet vital aspects needed in a transformation of planetary consciousness. And from the center of that one life, from a center of stillness, surrounded in silence, as if between the giving and taking of breath, where divine will is known. Let purpose guide all human free will. Let that aspect of divine will seeking immediate expression on earth strengthen and deepen and electrify the link between humanity and all spiritual and cosmic lives, in mediating the divine circulatory flow of energies together in shared service. And let that shared service, shared purpose work out within a holarchy of love and light. In transforming planetary consciousness. So let peace prevail on earth.
Hallelujah. Hey, Trojina, peace like. Are you on the road? Pete, ठीक है? Where's ठीक है? Nagagagi.
Oh yeah, I know. Sorry. I'm here. I'm just here.
So I'm going to ask you both of you until anyone else coming. Okay. So you need at least little time video. So
Okay.
why did you start peace events? What made you to start?
What made me start the peace event? Interesting question. Yeah, first of all, because my reason to start the piece is from the Hiroshima Nagasaki things. I started actually 1994. I came here, which was the 50th anniversary of Hiroshima Nagasaki atomic bombings. And then so I have in front of the statue of the temple that there's in front of the temple building, there's a statue of the Shinran, which is surviving the atomic bomb in Hiroshima. And then so I was assigned to that temple. So that's where actually I started to do the peace part. And then that was the first time because first year to come to New York, and then so start visiting the UN or at that time WCRP, World Conference on Regional Peace. It was there too, and then they have different peace events. So actually, the interfaith events was going on, and so for me that sort of like make me feel like something that's as a Japanese person, and then this is a country which experienced the Hiroshima Nagasaki atomic bombings, and also here is Manhattan, which started the Manhattan Project, which create nuclear weapons, all those things, all the technology, everything is for the weapons to kill people. And and then actually that happens now, and then there still it seems like nuclear issue itself is continue, and then the growing so many nuclear weapons now, like here in the United States, so many guns, so many, I don't know. So it's for me that's where I started, and then for me, Buddhism itself is the peace create the peace to each of us. So I'm trying to find where the Buddhist teaching or the Dharma or any way that we can be part of the peace building instead of war creating. And so war creating society is kind of really not, well, of course, not respecting lives. And I think hopefully by even a little peace events can become a seed of the flower of the peace. Like a lotus. We always make a lotus, but transforming the evilness into virtue of peace. And well, because the lotus blossom in a muddy area, so without the mud, there's no mud, dirty kind of pond. There's no lotus. So hopefully that all those war cultures or the difficult times of the war can be some way of the peace building by blossoming the flower of the lotus. So
I know Varun is part of the global movement for culture of peace. How did you start your activities with the UN, and what made you to join with the Ambassador Chowdhury? Question to Sharon.
I asking to who?
Now I am asking this question to Sharon. Sharon is sitting in the meeting, right?
Sharon, right?
Oh, you're asking me the
Yeah.
question?
Yeah. That's right. I can't hear you well
Yeah,
sometimes.
I can't hear it very well. What was the question, Dilip?
Question is, what made you to join with Ambassador Chowdhury for the global culture of peace? How you start coming to the UN?
Oh, I started coming to the UN because I was called to come. I have to tell you is that I was called to come to the UN on Thursday at noon, and so I would come on every Thursday at noon without really knowing what I was, why. And then I bumped into after coming several Thursdays, I bumped into Monica Willard, and she had seen me coming to the meditation room, and she came up to me and said, what NGO do you represent? And I said, what is an NGO? And she said, well, why are you here? And I said, I'm here to meditate in the meditation room. And then she kind of told me what an NGO was and different things. And then I just kept coming. I bumped into Ida Urso. Do you remember her?
Yeah.
And she had an NGO, and she asked me if I wanted to be a part of that. And Iris was in the same NGO. And then we started working with Ann Creeder. I think it was from the Committee on Spiritual Values. Anyway, so then I started getting involved in the structure, within the structure of the UN. And then we decided that we were going to approach Ambassador Chowdhury to see if he was interested in doing this culture of peace. And then it just kind of took off. So that's how that worked, but my heart is really with the meditation. As you know, Dilip, my heart is really with the meditation room. And every Thursday at noon, I'm still, if I'm not there physically, I'm there in meditative energy. So that was it.
Very interesting. Everybody has a story when they come to the UN.
Yes. How about you, Dilip?
Yeah,
What was your
that's the same
That's
question.
what I'm going to Same. I heard about UN when I was studying in my primary school. We have a quiz competition every year called Eureka. There's a book, small book. The science group, they conduct this program. So we had to prepare this exam. And one question always come, who is the current president, Secretary General of the UN? Or where is the headquarters of the UN? This question always happen, one of this. So I always get the answer, but my colleagues, they don't know what is UN. They never heard about it. So I read newspaper. Sometimes I talk with my mom, other people. So I heard about it. And Ambassador Vijay Nambiar's sister used to live in my hometown. And Shashi Tharoor was one of the officers here. So always in the news we'll read things. So my dad asked me to read newspaper every day and make a note what you learn from that newspaper. Every day I have to
Wow.
show him a report, what I learned from the newspaper. That helped me for getting first in the quiz competition. This is the way I learn about you. But I never thought I'll come here or any other stuff.
Wow.
And I met my students, from New York. Then I came here and I reunited with Swami Bua. Then he brought me to the UN for the Yoga Day movement. Then I met Kofi Annan. That was the first diplomat I met at the UN. And Kofi Annan and Swami Bua like a buddy buddies. Kofi Annan always come to his house. Then I came here to see him. Swami Bua introduced. And he said, what do you want to do? I said, I want to move for the Yoga Day because yoga becoming popular and I want to make it mass movement beyond religion. Beyond religion? I said, yeah. Because I have the interfaith background, right? Then I was using World Yoga Day, that's the way we started. Then he said, maybe International Day of Yoga is better. I said, whatever, I won't care. I need a yoga day. That's the important thing. Then we start doing different things, connecting with the different associations. In 2007, 2006, we had a Ayurveda conference at the Indian Consulate. And one of the doctor came from Delhi. So he asked me, maybe you had to talk to the ambassador, at the consulate. And there was a lady. Then I talked with her. She said, oh, why you don't want to do a yoga event here? I said, of course. And we start the movement. Then I explained to her, this movement is happening. Yeah, you can announce. Then I announced. And when I was announcing, I think Sharon was in the audience. Then what is Mark? He always do the spiritual events at the New Yorker Hotel and Penn Station. There's a hotel. He always do the Life Expo. He was there. Then what is it? German Bravo from the UN club, yoga club. He was there. I remember only 3 of them from the people still alive when I spoke at. And Baba Jain was one of the main speakers in the event.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Swami Bua was there, Rabbi Galbamain, Sharon Salzberg, and Krishnadas came for bhajans, singing, It's like
Really? Oh, wow.
6 hours program.
Mm.
So that time I was working at the climbing wall and teaching yoga classes. I had enough money, but still we raised money. We got money more than we need. That's what happened.
Wow.
And 3 classes, we split into 1 hour classes, yoga class, 3 of them, and speakers, 3 of them, plus 2 hours, including bhajan and a nice Indian meal. So the Indian meal sponsored by one Ayurveda group in Manhattan. Then we honor some people. Swami Bua, blow the shell as usual. So there I announced the plan of the yoga day in a movement. So before that, I was going to different countries, meet with the different associations, leaders. In 2009, Swami Bua asked me to go to Portugal to sign the agreement with the different associations. Then on 20th night, June 2009, I signed the agreement. 2009, 21st, we had a celebration in a stadium. So we had some people from the UNESCO and other places. It was a beautiful event. We had nice bhajans. We went to one church, and they have a big Jesus sculpture. It's like both hands going to the side, like in the Brazil. We went
Oh, wow.
to places. It was a nice, quite nice trip. Then came back. Then 2010, Swami Baba passed away. And in 2007, when I moved to India, I thought I don't want to live here. I want to go. Then Swami Baba came there and stayed 2 weeks, and he asked me to come back. That's where I
Uh-huh.
came back again. Then I was staying with Swami Baba. I was the caretaker, and it was very interesting life. We always talk in the night. We never sleep, talking. There is no money. Nobody give money. If somebody is giving money, somebody will take from his altar. That's the way. But we had so many events. Met so many people. It was really wonderful time. Then he went back to India. He passed away. Then I was thinking I had to raise money to make the organization. So I was using the name Value Community name long time under an ad hoc committee. But I want to make it real stuff. Yeah. Then I was asking people, nobody is giving money. Yeah. When I make money, I spend money because I have to maintain myself. And one organization I had, and the board members are not getting along. Two of them are, one guy is the main person. They always had argument. I didn't see interested. But anyway, time to start. Then somebody gave me some money. Start. The cash flow. It took around 10 years to build up, even though I am already made the name. It was not easy.
Yeah.
Within that time, by 2022, I had $25,000 debt.
Okay.
I put money from my pocket and paid. Last year, I pay off. Still, I had to give some more money, but at least establish. And you see how many events we did. Every year I say partnership events, including meetings. So many meetings, more than 2,000 meetings per day.
Really?
Public events, over 450 events a year. Met everyone, even presidents, prime ministers, ambassadors, musicians, different types of people. So it multiplies, friends circle, and people start bringing me to different committees and end up the VP of the NGO committee with the DGC. That's GNET, Global NGO Executive Committee. Then became part of the governor's religious committee for the state. That was interesting one. Then religious committee, they need a secretary. Nobody have a courage for taking responsibility. I took it. I'm supposed to be there only 2 threads, now I'm in the third train. So earlier I was renting place from Ramon's place on 43rd Street. Then we did wonderful events. More than 3,000 people used to come to some of the events. And all these people were good. It was really beautiful events. Then
Wow.
COVID happened. Then I started learning how to use Zoom. That's the way it started. In the first yoga event we did Zoom, we had hacker with all the pornography. It's
Oh,
harass us, left and right. Then I learned how to, and I got my own account, mobilized. One event Reverend Moon's group did more than 1 million people online. That
on
was,
Zoom?
yeah.
On Zoom? Wow.
So they asked me to go to their center to record it. So we are like 7 religious leaders. We recorded, it was like a 4-hour program. We recorded only for half hour. But they're giving instruction. But they didn't tell me what is going to happen. After 1 month, somebody called, Guruji, where are you? I said, I'm at outside. Oh, can you go home and open your computer? We send you a link. Well, I just rushed to the apartment, opened the computer. 1 million people. They're watching.
Oh, wow.
That was quite amazing. Then one women's event, we had over 20,000 people. We had Miss India as one of the speakers. That gave a lot of attention. Like a different events. So I take it easy. If there's less people or more people, doesn't matter, we'll do it. And I remember when I mentioned to some of NGO people, I'm doing a month-long different yoga events with different people. I want to do online 1 month. I said, are you crazy? I said, yeah, sometimes I'm a little crazy. That was quite a successful event. 30 days, I may slept less than 1 hour, some days no sleep, but we made really effective event with different religious people, they go with their religious background and yoga, and professors, chancellors, then 2 years back, one of the ambassadors, now he's a spokesperson for the government of India. He was telling me, I never thought yoga and interfaith will go together this well. So
Yeah.
said even I didn't think about it. When I started the movement, I added interfaith part of it. Yeah. But it became successful. Hi, Victoria. So you see, even archbishops, cardinals, even patriarch of one of the church group spoke in our event. I remember once I went to talk to one of the archbishop and said, oh, we don't do yoga in our church. I said, okay. Next year I went there again. You are back again? I said, yeah. So he gave me chai and snacks. I left. Third year I went again. I said, oh, you are tired of it. I am going to come to your event. Then we started. Then we did one event in Egypt. That was in 2006. That was the first time we are doing a yoga festival in a Muslim country. As I said,
Wow.
we don't chant your prayers, we are Muslims, this and that. I said, no problem. I can chant your prayers with you. I'll do the prayer with you. So I did, all of our people did. The next day I said, yesterday I did. So now you have to do ours too. Then they said, oh, what is tomorrow's event? I said, I want to go to the Giza pyramid, have a meditation. No, government won't allow that one. I said, no problem. I'll talk to the government of India people in Egypt. Ambassador talk with the tourism department and they gave a permission to go there. We went there,
Oh,
we spent 4 hours inside the pyramid.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
we had
wow.
this and they came down. That was quite successful.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
That was a 1 week program. Then I walked through Taba Heights to Israel. That was quite good experience. And to Palestine, Egypt, Israel, and all the place. Then came back. So like Europe, South America, Middle East, Asian countries. Did good work. So I always kept the interfaith part of our yoga movement. And sometimes people don't like that part, so they think this is a religious thing. I believe yoga is beyond religion or culture. It is a universal teaching. So even though I do Hindu prayers and Hinduism teaching and everything, but my real philosophy, it is a universal teaching. So you see people from different walks are with me when I do different events. When they see I am wearing an orange dress, attire, they get scared. He's a Hindu.
Yeah.
Somebody said, he's a Hindu, he's a follower of Modi.
Yeah.
I heard these things, I just laugh.
Oh, you laugh. I was wondering what your response, because I figured that you would get that response, and I was wondering how you would address it. You just laugh?
I just
Yeah.
laugh. Yeah.
Okay.
Because when you
Okay.
see something, we suddenly make this is judgment is already there, We didn't put little effort to learn about it, That's the way people react always. So this is a problem for all the cultures. When you want to learn about other cultures, we had to be tolerant and accommodative, and we need a thirst to learn what is it. Otherwise, we don't learn it. If you want to learn music, first you will learn the notes, then the tune. That's the way it will go. People don't think that much. So for me, if I want to learn something, I put extra effort to learn it. Sometimes people, oh, don't go to that place, a problem. I said, yeah, there's a problem, I'm going there. I go there.
There you go.
Yeah,
Good.
spend the time and see what is anybody talking against them, is it true or not? I'll find out. Sometimes people just blame other people without any reason. Because of the look. That's the way people are.
So how is it that you get to meet all of the different people in the UN that you meet?
Yeah, that's the interesting thing is sometimes I think, should I go or not? Then I'll go there. Something will happen. So like
So you get invited to the
lot of
events?
events they invite. Some events, sudden invitation. If I am going towards Brooklyn, somebody said, "Oh, can you come to our event? When is it?" After 1 hour. So I had to go all the way to the
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Harlem.
So you're really traveling all
I just
over.
go. When
Yeah.
I go there, then I see some people are there. So this is like
Right.
nature is guiding me. That's how it happened. So many times it happened like that. Sometimes I think, oh, today, 2 days before I was thinking, how much money in the account for the organization? And look at $29. Okay. So that will cover this month fee for the bank. Then I thought maybe one of the person will use the debit card. It may bounce. This 2 days before I thought, exact yesterday night, it happened. So he said, I'm going to pay you back. I said, not pay me back. You are not thinking how to handle the account. We may put extra money, but we don't want to spend even $1 from the organization. That's the way it's supposed to be. If you spend money, it should be useful. Okay, I can understand. Oh, we had to go to Albany for a yoga event. So yeah, we can spend the money, no problem. Then you may have to buy food for that event, fine. But you cannot go and take a taxi, spend $1,000. That won't work out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is a learning process for them too. But a lot of time they won't think how a non-profit supposed to run. I know a lot of foundation they use money for any reason they just use it. But NGOs are different. And some people don't know what is business, what is NGO. They have the business background, they go according to that. Oh, I want to get a UN idea, so I can do some parties at the UN, make some money.
Oh no,
Oh,
really?
yeah.
That was oh my goodness. Oh
Some
wow.
of them are like that. I won't agree with those.
Yeah. Uh
Different types of people are there. Some people come only for photo session, take some photos, fine. If they use better, that is good. You know, good to market a little bit, fine. But if they are not doing anything for the people, having their card, there is no point. A lot of young people they don't know what is UN.
yeah.
We do resolutions, we support resolutions, and we move for the state level, for country level. That's where I did. So overall, it was a successful move. Then I remember in 1987 when I was in the pre-military, 86, 87, yeah. A colonel asked me, "What is your next project?" So I said, "I want to do a bike rally, bike expedition for world peace." So he asked me a question. Do you know the meaning of world peace? I said, "A kind of I know." I'm not English speaking person that time.
Yeah.
Then he said, "Do you have any money?" I said, "No, I don't have any money." So he had to collect some money. I asked around, I got 2,000 rupees. That time, 2,000 rupees is a good money. And he said, not enough for a week program. So I'm going to give you 8,000 rupees extra. So you'll have 10,000 rupees. You can have 5 to 7 people for the expedition. And I said, okay. And we had a guide, a professor came with us. So he cannot bike, he don't have a bicycle. So he had to take bus. Each station, he'll stop, come down. Within that time, we'll reach there. Like a 80 to 90 kilometers per day we bike. And we finish within 5 days instead of 7 days. We had
Wow.
a good time. And all the newspaper announced bike expedition for world peace. That was it. We are in the college that time. And that made good name. And it's a memorable things. Then we did so many interfaith events. Then when I came here learning about UN days and all the stuff, that's the way I mobilized and partnering with the different groups, including Nagagaki with
Yeah, well, blessings to leap on all of your good work at the UN. You really do so much work at the UN. You're there every day practically,
yeah,
right?
like during the General Assembly, I was here every day. Because most probably I am the only one here as an NGO person every day. I saw people maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, then leave. I listen to every one of the speakers, maximum. So when you listen online, is different. When you see live, that is different. You know, the effect is different. So online after that you will get bored. Nothing will go inside. This one you don't have to look at the person. You just listen. Then you get the points. What they are bringing the point. They may speak 20 minutes. We may get only 1 point about that person. But that will stick there. So it's quite a good experience. I remember 1 year back, I was here from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. every day. You know, this time I kept 9 to 9, 12 hours sometimes, 13,
Wow.
but most of the time 12 hours. Sometimes they have parties. I go and meet some ambassadors. They drink their wine. I have my juice. Have a cheers.
Very,
It was really good, And see,
yeah.
these events are multiplying now. Earlier, Church Center, we have an event. I have my event. Susanna Bastrika had event in the Central Park. Nagagaki is event. Like a 4 or 5. Now everybody has their own event. So I thought, let them all finish. Then I'll have because I'm part of
Yeah.
all events.
Yeah.
Yoga month and September is a peace month. It's going on like this. And that's good. At
It
least,
is good.
yeah, it
I
is.
think it's very good, especially when we can use our imagination and just see everybody all together anyway, right? It's wonderful that they're all going out and they got the initiative, they have an idea that they want to contribute. Beautiful, right?
This time we had some young kids too. They have some music. That was pretty good. So that's good. And we
Yeah.
did the World Peace Summit in India 5 years continuously. That was good. Very good events happened. Now, October 4th, we'll have Guru Festival. That is my official birthday related one. So one of my friends said, "You are so
Yours?
October
Okay. October 4?
4th, yeah." So in 2019, I start that. After I became 25, I didn't celebrate my birthday at all. Pete, you are back. So then after my mom passed away, then I said, no, I want to celebrate because why I born on this earth, you know,
Yeah,
that is very
good.
important for my life, right? If I
Yeah.
celebrate, everybody want to celebrate, you know. It's a celebration is needed in our life because celebration bring people together, you know.
There you go.
Food and drinks, music, people enjoy the time. That's why all the religions have celebrations. Why not
Yeah.
have our own celebration too? So I kept it.
Line in.
He's in the car, I think.
Yeah.
So
So
anyway,
hey, real quick, I have to pick up Teo in like 2 minutes.
uh,
My intro to this whole UN circle was through Susanna Bastarrica
correct.
channel. Actually, I was doing a lot of events in the Bronx with the New York Peace Coalition and then into some interreligious things there. This is right around when I first met Claudette Colvin and Reverend Bruce Grodner. I met at one of the events and he said, you should talk to Susanna Bastarrica. And I called Susanna and started going to the planning meetings for the vigil. And that's where I met Guruji. And then through pretty much everybody, it just exploded through there. Then the other events that were welcoming for peace lights started to pop up. And I was working at the Ford Foundation at the time as a consultant. So I was always there. It was really nice. So it's been a beautiful chapter in my life ongoing, So Sharon, I had a question for you. I heard you say that you would go to you had a calling to go to the meditation room on Thursdays at noon. Was that from like outside or were you working at the UN or how did that about?
No, I live in Hastings, 12 miles north of New York City, and I was a mother of 3 children, and I was a stay-at-home mom, and I think it was after the 9/11, and I felt like I was in the front lines. My family was in the front lines of a war that I didn't realize was upon us, and I couldn't think of what I could do to protect my family and everyone, really. And so I went to the UN. I went to the meditation room of the UN, and I had, you know, as you can probably project, I'm not saying because I don't want the glam, but I had quite a experience, and so then I just kept coming back because of the experience. And my kids would say, where are you going? And I dropped them off at school, and I would go to the UN on Thursday, you know, and my husband would be like, okay, so every Thursday at noon. And it was interesting because the pattern and the family just got to be, okay, well, mom's going to the UN on Thursdays at noon. She doesn't necessarily know why. She's praying for the world, you know. And then so that's what happened. Yeah.
That's very okay, cool. It's kind of like, you know, it came out of the universe. And that's a little bit of the way I look at peace lights. You know, it came out of light and just kind of the universe put it there. And I just went along.
Yeah,
All right.
I remember meeting you outside of the meditation room and you showing us the your peace lights, you know, and as an astrologer, I always find it to be quite interesting that you have these peace lights because every planet has a color, but we can talk about that at some point. But it's interesting that
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
So like I was coming on Mondays, that was my off days. You know? And usually I don't see that many people on Mondays. It's quiet at the UN. And access was very easy those days, you know. Then after 9/11 is slowly getting stricter and getting worse and worse every year. And once we have the pass, it's pretty good. I was having regular NGO pass, then became A pass from the recreation club. Then during the COVID, I got D pass, again back to N pass. And sometimes they could give you a hard time. You know? Now everybody knows me, so they don't give me hard time.
Well, I think it's just wonderful that anybody can go into the meditation room. And Dag Hammarskjöld planned it that way, right? I mean, he could have said, "Oh, we're going to have a meditation room up on the higher floor, and only certain people can go in and meditate." But he made it accessible to the public. It's really very beautiful. I've told many people that, and they're very surprised that they can go into the UN and meditate in the meditation room. And the other thing is that why did I pick Thursdays? What was that about? I didn't even know what an NGO was around, you know, and so it took me some time with the help of Monica Willard and I think Dot Maver. And then I realized Thursday was the day to be at the UN because they would have the NGO briefings and anyway, but you started on a Monday.
Yeah,
Really?
I started. Only me or some of my students or friends, that's it. I was not involved with all of the current crew. You know. Then Martha and you all I met. Then Martha said, "Oh, you maybe come to Thursdays better." I said, "No problem," because I come to the church. Easy.
So yeah, because you would join us on Thursdays. Yeah. Yeah.
Then
We never
COVID,
got Ambassador Chowdhury there though, as much as I tried.
but I always see him at the UN. You know, he's a long-lasting friend from since '99. You know.
Yeah.
But he never come to any of the religious stuff. He don't believe in those things, you know.
Right.
His method is different. But now he is changing, you know. That's the thing I saw. Even he
Oh yeah.
used to watch me like the little critic, you know. Now he's
Oh,
trying.
okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's the way people are. And we
Okay.
don't
Well,
want
that's
everybody to be religious, or you know, some people are not religious, but they're wonderful people. You know,
yeah.
wearing
Yeah.
an attire doesn't mean you're a spiritual person. You know? That's
Well,
something.
you know, from an interfaith perspective, Dilip, you know, these are the high holy days, right, for the Jewish religion. And so I've been listening to different rabbis giving their sermons in deference to the high holy days. And it's really interesting to see them navigating as to what they're going to say to their congregation in terms of the conflict in the Mideast. And so far, I've been very impressed with what the message is. It's good. So, at least in the United States. So.
Guys, I got to dump. I'll see you all soon.
Yeah. The very
Have a great
interesting
rest of the week.
1 week
Okay, blessings
before,
on your work.
It's just so
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
yeah, 1 week before we had a interfaith program, and White House people hosted that program. Yeah. And I met 2 of the undersecretary from the White House and few other officials I met. And I proposed them, we had to do more interfaith.
Oh yeah, good.
Don't stick with one religion. Let everyone to be part of it. So the same like what I talked to the State Department. So let us see how
Yeah.
to come up. And somebody said, "Oh, that is President Trump's." I said, it doesn't matter. President Trump or once they are elected, they are elected. That position is there, and we don't
Yeah.
want to criticize anybody. We do our job and leave. That's it. They may do or may not do, nothing to do with me. I'm here for a little time to help people. So I serve people without any differentiation. I'm not belong to any party. Yeah. So I'm not worrying about it. We do our work and go.
Yeah, well, I think, coming from the United States, I think, and doing the community work that I do, I think there's an opportunity in this crisis that we're facing. And it's that people are falling back on their faith because it's what's in our heart that we need to respond from, right? And we're going to find that is actually very effective, much more effective than saying dump Trump or the different things that people are saying. It's not coming from their heart. It's coming from a place of fear, hate, and so we have our work cut out for us in terms of trying to mediate the dialogue to something a little more constructive.
I remember the way he was dealing with the Indian Prime Minister, very well. They had the argument, not direct argument, it's like a tariff issues, but I didn't see that much problem actually, because they want to be little different to show they are better. So they play different ways. That's the politics is, So I deal with the different types of politicians.
Yeah.
Let them have their own stuff.
Yeah.
Our
Exactly.
part is how to change the society in a good way. That will take time. It's not easy to change people.
No, it's not.
Take
No.
time. So we do our work. That is our duty. So
That's it.
overall,
Transformation of consciousness. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you, Dilip, for this. And again, blessings on your work and my friend there, TK Nagagat.
So so thank you for joining. See you soon.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.